there enjoying them. Who knows? But the weather, let's check on that with meteorologist Tony Chivaroli.
Tony, today is Friday. We're heading into the weekend, so people might want to venture out.
Yeah.
How are we looking for that?
For the morning hours, looking pretty good, even as we transition to the early afternoon. But, we just need to keep reminding people of enjoying excessive outdoor activity, anything in that regard. Got to be keeping yourselves right because that heat is getting cranked up again. Not going to be, again, something we can escape from, guys. It's just going to be, of course, something as we make that push on, we're going to be rolling it forward again. Dialing in will be the heat, the humidity. Obviously not as aggressive for the early morning hours when we're lacking that sun, but let's start it out. Downtown Columbia looking nice, continuing to be under clearing. We're going to be getting more of those temps around 76 currently. A little bit warmer. Lexington 77, same thing out towards Manning and Sumter, those upper 70s. Camden 77, Orangeburg 76. Slightly cooler spots still will be further towards the north and west. And of course, just an example, Newberry at 73. Saluda just a degree shy at 72. Winsboro very similar. We bring it on into the tidbits. Let's get it ready for you as we are going into more of that realm and this dome of heat, the mugginess we can't escape, and it's just going to be continuing right into your weekend. Of course, the afternoon storm threats will continuously be there now as we get the instability to hold steady, everything continuing to try and rise up in the atmosphere as that heat sends the moisture forward, and then those heat indices, they're going to be all over the place in that realm of low 100s. So we make that move forward. We see these as well, the rain chances that are going to be in play. Got to be ready for this. Let's see it as it works to track back down eventually, but still a bit more impressive today. 40% between today getting into the start of your weekend. Good amount of that moisture and a southerly flow that's not going to go away. So this also means we could see a little bit more in the way of some storm chances holding into the early overnight period. And that, of course, yes, still will try to hang around between chances on Sunday and Monday. As we go into that future cast, though, still with the morning, it is nice out there. Try to enjoy it. Get errands done if you need to, of course, do that earlier today as opposed to later today, so you don't have to deal with this, the storm activity, unless, of course, you got the later day plans. And if you do, you can still get them in, but you got to be careful. Still need to be mindful of this. There'll be pockets of dryness between any of these storms that form, but they're going to be there. In an isolated capacity, yes, there will be downpours, though. There'll be strikes of lightning. Need to be thinking about this. As the heat continues to build, we just see more in the way of that potential for higher cloud tops. And when you get higher cloud tops on storms, that just means you're going to get bigger lightning strikes, in short, because you need actual rising up, really good updraft potential to see some bigger lightning strikes and downpours in general. And we'll see those too. So going through the trials of our Friday evening going into Saturday morning, we'll calm down. We'll see nice morning there again, but the cycle continues. Isolated storm chances again for Saturday. Now we'll see the same thing for Sunday, but I think it's going to be backed off a little bit and could even be a little bit more backed off for Saturday afternoon too, but the chances remain. You need to be thinking about this as you go towards any later day plans as opposed to the calmer starts to the morning. It's just going to be another constant that we keep forward with, and of course we don't really shake out of even into the early phases of next week. So as I talked about running the errands, yes, that grocery run outlook again for your Friday. What we're going to be seeing it in the way of early on, better, because we just see the hazy sun break out, temperatures rising, just not too hot and too hazy yet, and of course we don't see the storm risks like we're going to see later into the day too. Overnight conditions, we still see that chance for a couple lingering storms, the mid-70s. Oh, so muggy. First alert 10-day forecast not changing up too much into your weekend as the heat index values stay in those low 100s, and we can see that potential for them to rise by the time we get to the middle of next week. Listen up, because we could be getting closer to a heat index of 110.